So you notice the universe has like clues everywhere. Like you could walk around to a lake and see waves. And then waves are an invisible thing too. And then strings, like instruments have strings and they vibrate. And then all of a sudden, string theory is like a magical theory that. So the wave breaks down and becomes like. So, like the wave. What is that thing called? The wave function. Right? The wave function breaks down and shows you reality. You get clues that that exists by just walking around in nature. You find a lake and it has a wave, and all of a sudden you have the concept of a wave.
I gotcha.
And then like an instrument, you suddenly have the concept of a string and like the vibration of that string. You could break it down into notes. And suddenly like you could just imagine like it's giving you a clue that strings exist. And you could then imagine it as like invisible strings, just like invisible waves. It's giving you like visible ones, and then it's telling you to imagine invisible ones. That's what it's telling you to do. Yeah. And there's clues to everything. Like the Wright brothers learned how to fly by looking at birds, you know?
Oh, lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Example of like an Easter egg for electricity.
Yeah, lightning bolt is an Easter egg for electricity. So it's like all these Easter eggs and clues. To me, the fascinating ones, I don't know. There's probably a lot if I think about it, but the two that came to mind are waves and strings, like lakes with waves and instruments with. Because the wave function, the reason is because it's huge. The wave function breaking down is what makes like reality and any one event come to be. And then string theory is going to unify everything at some point. And we're just given like these little Easter egg nuggets. Oh, here, maybe you should. This is a string. We should probably look at every concept. Like, yeah, a visible version of a like sophisticated concept. A string is, a wave. These are sophisticated things, and we could see them. We should just look at everything again in a new light and say, like, well, what if it was invisible and a concept in physics? Like, what would it look like, you know? What were you saying?
A lot of the time, inventors will say that like their invention was sort of right in front of their eyes the entire time.
That's right. They do say that. Like Max Planck and Maxwell and Einstein. Einstein, that's a perfect example. Oh, I just thought of another one. Like a trampoline, like a bag, some kind of like fabric. It's right in front of our face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's right there as an Easter egg. Here's a trampoline. You see a kid jumping on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what the sun is doing to space. It's sitting in it like it's a trampoline. You know?
Yeah.
So that's another one. Basically, Easter eggs are everywhere.
Yeah, that's probably a sign that we're in a simulation then.
Yeah, that's probably a good sign that we're in a simulation.